really quick, but you can start it. I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Okay. Is everybody ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I am.
Which hypothesis involves equality?
Isn't it the null hypothesis?
No.
Yeah. He says, when computing the p-value, which hypothesis do you assume to be true? It's the null one, right?
I just watched that. I thought it was alternative. I want to say alternative. Maybe I'm wrong.
Let me see.
Where did I just wrote it down?
Our internet is insanely slow today, so.
Yeah, null hypothesis right here. If the p-value is smaller than this would be considered a rare event, as that, and the null hypothesis would be rejected left. I'm guessing. I don't know if that make it right. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I think you're right. My computer won't let me look up what I normally stuff, so. So we're saying number 4 is
No.
I guess
Yeah.
null, yeah. Because I think alternative is the one where it's like it has to have another solution that's different or something like that. It equals out different, something like that. Like another alternative evidence to be true, something like that. And if null, isn't it considered assumed to be true or something like that?
Yeah.
okay. Suppose the null hypothesis is mean of 10. Use this information to answer the next 3 questions. Which of the following represents the alternative hypothesis for a two-tailed test?
It's does not equal, right?
Does not equal, right? Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know what it is about Rexburg today, but the phones aren't working, and neither is the internet very well.
Great.
Calls.
Sounds like Bountiful, like 95% of the time.
Really?
Awesome.
It's
I guess
been
it's my house. I don't know what it is, but like the internet in my house, sometimes it'll be like super high speed. Like you could have the capital in my house and it'd be amazing. And then other times it's like you can't even download a picture.
You guys should move to Tampa.
It's the worst. I don't know what's going on.
It's been insane today. I think I've dropped a total of 10 calls.
Oh man.
Wow.
It's like
Go
all
right.
before I get the information I need. So it's just like I'm dying. But it's fine. Okay.
I have everything but that 211. Isn't that's the one, the third one, right? Isn't the one with the line through it? And oh, the eight,
Yeah.
On 5?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just wanting to make sure. Yeah.
So then which of the following represents the alternative hypothesis for a left-tailed test? Isn't that the,
The one the airplane left.
huh?
The less than.
Yeah.
The mean is
The
less.
first one, I think?
Yes.
And right-tailed would just be the other way, right?
Yes. That I believe. Yes.
Yeah.
That would be.
Yeah. Then we're on 8, right?
Correct.
So
Remember that we determine the outcome of a hypothesis test by comparing the p-value to the level of significance or
okay.
the standard deviation. So which relationship would result in failing to reject the null hypothesis? So would it be one of the first two, right?
Yeah, I think it'd be one of the first two. I'm guessing.
I think so.
No. So if the p is low, then be small enough to reject the null hypothesis. So
Good.
if the p-value is less than the little symbol, then it rejects it.
Then it would be B.
Yeah.
Or to be A because it says failing to reject the null hypothesis.
Oh, would result in failing to reject it, which means it doesn't reject it, which it would be greater
I think.
than
Greater than.
Yeah.
A.
So A, right?
Yes.
Good catch, Cameron. Thanks.
Good job.
I'm a good reader, guys. I'm just kidding. So this one will be the opposite, right? The next one?
Right. Yep.
The next one will be B. So this one says, an insurance company is reviewing its current policy rates. When originally setting their rates, they believe the average claim amount was $1,500. They're concerned that the true mean is actually higher than this. Use the information for the next 2 questions. Which of the following will be appropriate alternative hypothesis for H of A? Let's see.
So the null hypothesis is the original, right?
Greater than.
Yeah.
Claim would be greater than 1,500, right?
Yeah, so C, is that what you're saying?
I'm thinking it's C because right here it says that the average claim was 1,500. They are concerned that the true mean is actually higher than this.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that would be the
Yeah,
alternative.
you're right.
So then which of the following would be the appropriate null hypothesis?
Equal to 15. Okay.
Oh.
I think so, yeah, right?
Yeah. Equal to.
Yeah. So on to 12, right?
Yep.
The insurance company randomly selects n equals 40 claims and calculates a sample mean of X bar equals 1650. Use this information for the next 3 questions. So then you would have to do that same formula like you do to calculate the z-score and then plug that into the applet, if I remember correctly. Right?
You see if it's normal?
Oh.
Isn't it, didn't he say anything over 30 is large?
Yes. Yes.
Then it would be a good assumption that it's normal. Because if it's
Sample size
large,
is- yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the last one, it's a good assumption that since the population is not, is normal. The
So
third one?
C, right?
no.
No.
I think it would because the
A.
sample size is large.
I would say
Oh, yeah.
Oh, large.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. You're right. I don't know why I was thinking C. Question, very good.
so. You're not a good reader.
No, I'm not. Terrible, actually. Everything I've said today is a lie. So probably go back and check.
The theorem or law justifies your answer to the previous question. Isn't it the central limit theorem?
Oh, throwback.
I know, it's bringing you back
Yeah.
to the.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, on the test, I was happy with that it was like the first 10 questions were all review. I was like, this is awesome. And it got hard.
And it started asking questions that were like trying to trick you.
Always.
Yeah.
I almost had a heart attack though when I opened it up and it said you've got 4 hours. I'm like, oh, I do not have 4 hours to sit here.
I know. It takes me 4 hours because I'm not going to sleep.
I know.
I was thinking, I want to be asleep for 3 hours and 4 hours. Like, I don't want to be.
Mm-hmm. All right. Which of the following is the test static as defined in the lesson?
I think.
Isn't it the X with the line over it?
X bar?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think so.
I was just going to double check in the notes.
Oh,
That's
wait.
what I'm doing too.
Okay, here it says here where Z is the test
It's
statistic,
test static.
X bar is a sample mean.
Yep.
So it's the Z.
Yeah.
Man, almost got us on that one.
The historical mean of sales receipts at a grocery store is $150 with a standard deviation of $40. The store manager suspects that the average has decreased. She has set up a hypothesis test with these hypotheses. The first one is I don't know, equal to 150. That's the, what do you call it, the null. And then the other one is the
Alternate.
Alternative.
Yeah, there you go.
Alternate or alternative?
A is alternative, the one with the A, and the HO is null.
Yeah.
Okay, she'll use a level of significance, 0.05. Then she takes a simple random sample of 36 sales receipts from her store and computes X bars 144. So use this information to answer what is the z-score associated with the test.
So 150 would be the value we're looking at, right? With 144 is the mean.
Yeah, 144 is one of the means.
Yeah.
Oh, frick.
It's not negative 1.973, is it? Or did I do that? Oh, no, I did. I'm sorry. I forgot the number. Sorry.
I got 0.9,
0.9?
but I could be very wrong. There's 3 decimal places.
The 0.973?
I literally just
No.
have 0.9. So, I mean, it could be 0.973. Not do as much pre-studying work as I usually do, so. But I did it as the standard deviation of 40. So I did 150 minus 144 divided by 40 over the square root of 36.
That's what I did too. I
Did you get-
had a hard time understanding the level of significance.
Yeah, I don't know what that plays in here at all. Maybe it plays in later.
Let's see.
Does it have to do with the p-value associated with the z-score?
Well, I know that once you get the z-score, you plug it in, and then the p-value is the top number on the very top.
The area?
Yes.
So what we've been using is the area is also the p-value?
Yes, on the very top. But then it just comes down to shading. Which side is it shaded? It tells you if it's before. And then the extremes are the very far right and the very far left. And then it
Where
says
does that whole like weighty thing come in? Like where do we use it? I don't see.
let me see if I can find it.
Maybe I'm just missing something.
I think I'm missing something. I don't, because I got 0.9 also for my z-score.
Maybe that's it. Maybe we're just thinking too far into it. Okay, level of significance. So I'm reading the level of significance. It says
Decreased.
value is small enough to reject the null hypothesis. We need a way to determine this. On the data, we need a number that can be used to determine if it's small enough. This number is the level of significance.
Okay, I kind of get it.
So essentially, if the p-value if you go in and you find the p-value and it's less than the level of significance, then you reject the null hypothesis. If it's greater, then it's not rejected.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, that's just used as like a weight to determine the truth of it. So 0.9 is
basically if your null hypothesis is accurate, right? Okay.
so that I don't think is actually used in any of these equations. So then we just have to use the z-score to find the p-value.
Correct, but then it says you have to find the shading part. That's what I'm trying to read. Right? The store manager suspects the average has decreased. Set up a hypothesis. That's when she puts the hypothesis in there.
So if you think it's less than that, I think you do just the left side.
Correct. I think you're right.
Which is what we want to do with that. So we would do side and put in 0.9.
So 0.184.
That's what I got also.
Yeah.
Yep.
There we go.
So this is essentially the number we're looking at that we're comparing to the levels of significance number. Is that right?
least that's what I got out of it.
Oops, sorry.
And then it's asked, so what's the significance? It's 0.05. So it's greater than significance, which means the null hypothesis is correct, right?
I think so.
I think that's what it's telling us.
So we say it was 0.184 for number 16, right? And then point
Yes.
on the, for some reason mine, I put 0.9, what was it, 0.900, right? So it says round to 3 decimal places, so 0.009?
No, just 0.9.
Yeah, just 0.9.
Okay, that's what it is, because I put it in wrong then.
So we put fail, right? Fail to reject.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. Mm-hmm. Okay, is everybody on 18?
Yeah.
1 second.
Mhm.
Yes.
What is your conclusion for this problem?
I feel like there's multiple options here. Maybe I'm just confused, but when I first read it, I thought it was B. But then I saw C. And I feel like they're saying the same thing, just saying it differently.
There's sufficient evidence.
So C. Well, if you look at the z-score, it's a positive z-score, so I don't think, oh, I guess that is kind of the same thing, huh?
Yeah, because essentially we're saying that we have evidence saying that the null hypothesis is correct, saying that the true population mean is 150, because that's the null hypothesis. But by saying that, we're saying that the like we don't have the evidence saying that the other one's less than 150. So it's like if you have sufficient evidence for B, that would mean that you don't have sufficient evidence for C.
Well, I guess we got to try and think of, like, what are we inferring? Are we inferring that
I think
because
it's
we have
telling us
insufficient
B.
evidence that the true population mean is less than 150? So we do know that. We do know C for sure.
Well, we know B for sure as well, though.
Yeah.
I guess we don't know B for sure if it's over 150. So maybe we do want to go with C. I'm thinking too into it.
I think you're right, Crystal.
So we're going to go
Go
C,
with
you
C.
said, right?
C.
Okay, let's do it.
That would be type 1, I think. There are 2 types of errors that can be made when performing a hypothesis test. Which one involves rejecting the null hypothesis when the null hypothesis is true? It should be type 1.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Because in my notes, I wrote rejects the null hypothesis if it's true. That's what I wrote.
Okay, I'm good with that. A researcher decided that instead of using a level of significance of 0.05, he will use a level of significance of 0.01. Which of the following will be true? The probability of a type 1 error will increase. The probability of a type 2 error will increase. The probability that the null hypothesis is true will decrease. His experiment will be more scientifically valid.
Oh. I don't know on this one, guys.
So why
Instead of
not?
using a significance.
I think it's either A or B. So it's saying,
But type 1 is rejecting it. So type 2 is does not reject the null hypothesis.
right, but in the book thing, it says, under type 1 errors, it's saying commit type 1 errors. So why not choose a very small value for the significance? If we choose the significance to be so small that we rarely commit a type 1 error, what would happen to the probability of committing a type 2 error? If the significance value is very small, the probability of committing a type 2 error will be large.
Yep.
Conversely, if the significance is allowed to be large, then the probability of committing a type 2 error is small.
Right here, I just wrote down when probability goes up, the other goes down. I don't know if that makes sense. That's right.
So type 2 will increase? Want B?
Type 2 will increase if it goes to significance is lower, yes.
Yeah.
Type 2 will
So I think
increase,
that's
yes.
If A equals 0.5, compute the probability of committing a type 1 error round to 2 decimal places. They'll probably use the same information, just stick in 0.5, right? Or, sorry.
okay. So in other words, the level of significance is the probability of committing a type 1 error.
So in this case, then it would be type 2.
0.05. We're on question 21, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
geez.
it essentially says the level of significance is the probability of committing a type 1 error.
Okay.
0.05.
0.05.
Yeah. Where are you lost at, Cameron? What happened?
No. Sorry. I zoned out a little bit, but we're good.
Yeah, I'm at 15 again. It sounds dumb. For some reason, I either put it in where it says 0.09 or 0.9 or just 9.
0.9.
Which one? 50?
0.9.
Yeah, I put in 0.9 and then it doesn't something. Oh, there it goes. For some reason, before it would give me an error. I don't know what it was doing.
Oh.
All right, are we submitting?
We
Yeah.
missed one.
Dang it.
We missed number 15.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
But we didn't miss 60?
how can we miss 15, not 16?
Unless
I have
it's
no idea.
Is it negative 0.9? Because that would be really annoying.
Oh my gosh.
No, mine's 0.9. In my equation, mine's 0.9.
But that's the only way we can miss 15 and not 16.
Right. It's got to be negative.
I wonder if there's like a problem with the task, because I don't see how we can miss one and not the other.
But it says
Yeah,
round.
it's correlated. Unless
Maybe it's the 9.900.
that would be so dumb.
Well, guys, I'll be honest. I'm okay with missing one on this.
I am too.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Well,
Cool.
I'll see you guys on Tuesday.
All right. Have a good one. Good
Yeah.
luck.